So I am moving to Brazil in about 6 days. I'm selling everything I own, including this car, and I'm about to go full-time digital nomad, if you will. Not really digital nomading because I'm going to be staying in one place, not hopping around, doing the laptop lifestyle. I'm just moving, right? To continue to grow my business. So basically, I have a company that does personal branding and growth partnership with entrepreneurs. So I'm going to share with you why I've decided to do this. This is not me telling you, therefore you should also do this. I'm just sharing with you my reasons. Tiny bit of background. I have been an entrepreneur for almost 10 years in the video production space primarily. And I have grown up in Kansas, Wichita, Kansas. And I even moved to Los Angeles for a while did work as a music video director, moved back during COVID, built a wedding video agency, scaled that up to multi-six figures, shut that down, and ultimately for the last year I've been building this new business, and I've done a lot of traveling during this time. And in fact, some of my best clients I've met whilst traveling. So first, I'm going to talk about why I'm selling everything, because that's actually, I think, the most important thing here. And so I've been moving around quite a bit, and I've been slowly getting rid of stuff, but now I see a great opportunity to actually legitimately own almost nothing. Because moving out there with a couple suitcases with me and my fiance, we can only carry so much stuff. I have really enjoyed, the more stuff I get rid of, the less stuff I own, just the better I feel. I mean, very simply put, less stuff to think about, less options, less things to slow me down from moving quickly. And so just as an overall consensus, I've just enjoyed owning less stuff. And so this is the way to be extremely minimal for this next season of my life, which is really the real reason. We'll talk about this in just a second. So the biggest thing for me, because I already don't own that much stuff, is selling this car. And I made a whole video about why you should buy a car that you want to buy and why I'm selling. I made a whole video about that I'll link to. So I'm not going to talk too much about that. But the biggest thing that I didn't talk about in that video is this is the final remnant of the person that I created when I was building my agency. I moved into a really nice apartment, which I no longer live in. I had all these expenses and all these team members and all these things that I was just maintaining, right? Expensive accountants and all these different things. And I've just slowly gotten rid of all these different things. Just less expenses, less overhead, less things to deal with. And ultimately, the car is one of the things that I bought when my business really started to grow. And so there's some attachment, there's some ego to this car because it was something that I always wanted. And I think that the character that I created during that time did serve me, but I don't think it serves me anymore. And this is the last remaining remnant, the biggest remaining remnant of that character. And so I believe that when you're trying to become a new person, you kind of have to strip away the pieces that you don't like or that you no longer want. And so that's what I'm doing. And so for me, this is fully letting go of that character, because that character built a business that I didn't love and that I wasn't super passionate about. And it led to a lot of internal turmoil and all these other things. I made a whole video about why I shut down the agency as well. If you want to check that out, I'll put a link. And so, yeah, letting go of this car. I mean, this might seem stupid to you. You might think this doesn't mean anything. But when you worked extremely hard for almost a decade now, and you finally reward yourself with something that you always wanted, there is some attachment to it, not because of the thing itself, but the work that you put in to get it. And so letting go of it is symbolic for me more than literal. It's just a toy, it's just a hunk of metal. It's not actually that big of a deal. But it's just moving on. Just like when I sold my Red Cinema camera. I bought a Red Cinema camera when I was really young, and selling that was kind of like the end of an era, and it helped me move into the next person. And so so getting rid of all my stuff is just, one, allowing me to be a lot leaner, lower my expenses, lower my overhead, lowering my mental bandwidth, not even having to think about stuff, and not even having a car. Always had a car since I was 16, 17. I bought a car when I was in high school, again, from my business. So anyway, that's why I'm getting rid of my stuff, just to become leaner and to become more minimal for this season. And so I guess we should probably talk about Brazil before I get into the next part. One of the reasons why I'm moving to Brazil, well, first off, just cost of living and quality of life combination. because it may not be a ton different in terms of cost of living here versus like Wichita, Kansas versus like Brazil, because Wichita is one of the cheapest cities in the country to live in. But you're in the middle, like you're landlocked in the middle of a field. There's absolutely nothing to do. Weather is pretty shit, like 80% of the year. Like there's all these other things. You can get like the best of the best. You can live like an actual king for the same cost that you can live in Wichita, Kansas. I'm talking, beachfront, super nice apartments, just everything you could ever want. Gym built into the apartment, just like cream of the crop. And you're living in front of the ocean. And that's another thing, which is the connections, meeting other people who are like-minded, people who are also traveling the world, building their own business, having that kind of freedom as well. So to make more friends, to connect with people. And so you definitely can live way cheaper than you can in the US if you want to. We're not living like mega cheap, but we're living like best bang for buck, like finding that middle ground where it's like not shit quality, but still really good prices. And so that's kind of what we're doing in terms of the living. So that's another reason. It's just quality of life. Much better bang for buck. It's not apples to oranges to compare Kansas and Brazil, because if you went to Miami to get what you can get in Brazil, I mean, you're spending $8,000 a month for an apartment or something insane, $5,000 a month at least, whereas we're going to be spending like $1,200 a month on a literal beachfront apartment, like just crazy. And that's Airbnb. That's not even a lease. Like it's Airbnb we're talking about here. So that's pretty sick. I've already touched on like connections and just friendship and stuff, but I also wanted to reiterate too, like personally, the stage of my life that I'm in now, like I'm 26 years old. I have very, very few friends locally. Like personally, I find that if I'm not surrounding myself by people who are further than me or at my level and trying to push hard, it just slows me down. And that's not anything personal to any people who I grew up with or anything. It's just, you just become who you surround yourself with. And, the saying. So I've been very careful about that. And to be honest, it gets kind of lonely. It's kind of sad to just never have friends and never have anyone to build this life with, outside of my fiance. It's like, it's hard to not have friends. And so, when we've traveled, we've made a lot of really good friends who are, living a similar lifestyle. And so that's another big reason for me personally. Oh, that sun is hitting. And now another reason that we're moving here and selling everything is really to put all of our focus on building. And so that's a combination of things. I mean, one, we're going to be getting married next year. So we're kind of, starting our life together. So this is building a foundation financially, building a business together. Hold on a sec here. Got to rip her a few last times while I have it. My fiance is quitting her 9-to-5 job in like 2 days. So we're going to be building a business together. So going all in on building this business. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not unhappy with the life that I have here. I'm really not. I enjoy my life because I love what I do every day. And if you put me in a little office room with a computer, as long as I can do what I want to do, then I'll be decently happy. But, I enjoy being able to go outside and get sun and work out and stuff too. And so it's just giving a prettier backdrop to the life that we're already building. The reason why I'm making this video, by the way, and the reason why I'm sharing this with you is, again, just to iterate that you can do whatever you want. I'm not telling you to move to Brazil. I'm not saying you should copy me. All I'm saying is you can do whatever you want. Yes, it's weird and bizarre to just randomly up and move to Brazil. Like, it's not like I've always wanted to go live in Brazil. I don't know a lick of Portuguese. I've learned Spanish for the last 2 goddamn years, and now I have to learn Portuguese. Whatever. But that's the point. Like, sometimes things just pop up. Sometimes you get this inkling and this urge to do something, and a lot of times we just kind of push it down. You never take action on it. Well, the difference is I take action on it, and I just want to show you that you can do the same. And so, I mean, it's really simple. It's just better quality of life, connections. I'm even going to be doing some work out there with a client of mine. It's simple, just like, creating a new life, owning basically nothing, just like what we can have in a suitcase. Honestly, the only thing we're really owning outside of clothes is just some camera equipment, for my business. That's it. Laptop and some cameras. That's it. We really just want to have a good place to build our life and focus. And so we're going to give Brazil a go. And if we don't love it for whatever reason, which I think we will, then, we'll go somewhere else. that's what we're doing. And we're just going to be focusing on building this business, focusing on building the life that we want to build. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing now because I love what I'm doing right now. I'm building a business, working on things that I love every single day, eating well, going to the gym every day, spending time with people who I care about. Like, that's it. It's so pretty out here. It's so pretty out here. It's just fucking fields and shit. But like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, if you think that you can run away from who you are, moving away to some new place is gonna fix the problems that you have, it's not. Because when you get there, you're still gonna be there. You're the problem. I'm sorry to tell you, you're the problem. And I know this because I've done this. I've ran away. And so this time moving, I'm not running away. I like what I'm doing. I like my life already. And so I'm just taking it up a notch. I'm just doing what I love in another place. And if you can find a way to love and enjoy the place that you're at right now and accept where you are, enjoy it, savor it, be present in it, it makes going somewhere new, traveling, doing these things just so much sweeter. So the truth is this. I'm 26 years old. I don't have a lot of money in the bank. I don't have a lot of the material things that other people may consider successful, but I feel so fortunate and so rich in so many ways. Rich with relationships. I have a fiance who literally believes in my delusions almost more than I do, who pushes me and believes in me no matter what. I have a family who supports me. Didn't always start like that, but they came around. And I do have people all over the world who believe in me and support me. And I've been stacking skills for the last 10 years, trying things. I have 10 years of entrepreneurship under my belt. I've traveled the world, and most of it not even on my own dime, like getting paid to do it. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm healthy. I'm just getting stronger, more mobile, learning more, gaining more wisdom. Like, I really want this for you. Like, watching this, and I hope you have more money in the bank than I do, but it's like, but that'll come. Like, and that's the other thing too. I want you to have the peace that I have, because I'm not even tripping about the fact that I don't have a bunch of money in the bank right now. I've literally had 20 times as much money in the bank as I have right now. I was so goddamn stressed out and so just like confused and lost. And it has nothing to do with the money, but it's more about the mental state. I feel so much more at peace now at this stage of my life than I ever have. And yet I have nothing on paper, right? And so I just want to share with you that it's all state of mind. It's all in your head. And it's extremely hard to develop this state of mind when you're 18 years old, because you just know so little. And I'm 26 and I know very little as well. I just have, 10 years on the kid who started this business. That's all. So compared to that guy, I'm pretty knowledgeable. Compared to the guy I'm going to be in 10 years, not so much. Kind of an idiot. Anyway, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like that's the only point here. I'm not here to brag about how cool my fucking life is. It's actually pretty boring most of the time. I'm just like chilling on a computer, working and stuff. But I love what I do, and life's not always that exciting. It's not like that is exciting for me, but to other people that may not be exciting. And so I just wanted to share all this with you today. I'm not special. Like all the stuff I've done over the last 10 years, I'm not special. I just haven't given up, honestly. That's it. That's honestly it. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you like videos like this, subscribe. I kind of make a combination of things, and I'll be sharing all the fun stuff from moving to Brazil soon. So this may or may not be the last car video. Probably won't be. I'm going to record a car video as much as I can while I still have it. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.